I've done a complete internal investigation on
I like
who
that.
I am, what I think, what I believe. I am who I am, unapologetically. Like, you're gonna see me at the gym, I'm gonna be a certain way, not a ponytail, but a man bun, right? Or sometimes I look like Jesus, but I'm the same person at church, at the gym, at work. No matter who's talking to me, I'm gonna be the same person.
I love that.
A lot of people, they change themselves.
Yeah. Dude, 2026, Happy New Year. First guest on the show, dude. Super excited to have you on the episode of the Liftoff experience. So we go to the gym together. That's how we initially got to meet and talk and hang out. Official gym bros.
Oh, for sure. Official gym bros.
Official gym bros. Let's go. Let's go. So how was New Year's? How was Christmas? Family? Everything go smooth?
Good, man. It was a fun time.
Yeah.
Kids had a lot of fun. My son really loves cars. I'm not a huge car guy.
Hey, I can relate.
He loves cars.
That's so cute.
And so we bought him this. We got the last monster truck in the valley.
Oh, nice.
And it's probably like this big.
Wow.
Huge RC, and he freaking loves it.
Aw.
He's like, Dad, can I go on a walk? Like, he knows we do walks for 75 hard, so he's like trying to, take advantage of it.
Aw, it's so cute. How old is he?
He's 3.
He's 3? 4. Nice, man. Nice. How many do you have?
2.
2?
We got a almost 6-year-old and almost 4-year-old.
Okay. 6-year-old girl, right?
Yep.
Okay. And so mine's 7, so very close in age.
Dude, we have to hook up, man.
We got to hook up, dude. This is the first time getting together, And that's what I like to do. It's just like sometimes the gym, it's like you're there, you're working out, you're on a mission, you're getting it done. There's small talk, whatever, but like to actually go a little deeper today and have a conversation, which would be cool, and then get you guys to come over. And the neighbors are super chill here. We just had across the street, we had a family just move in, so they got a bunch of kids, and so Jordan's starting to get to the point where like she's like, I want to have sleepovers, I want to hang out, I want to do this, I want to do that. I'm like, all right, you're getting closer. She's in 2nd grade now. So yeah, it's fun age, man.
Yeah. Just to see the growth in 6 years is just freaking amazing,
dude. And you could, like, for me, I think to myself, like, oh, that's what I learned that. That's what I learned this, and you can kind of see, I don't know about for you, I would say from 5 to 7, I've really seen a big difference. I've seen her like remembering things and self-reflecting a bit more. And it wasn't like what it was when she was like 1 through 4-ish.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think the same thing. Like, I think 4 and 5, my daughter's really smart. Like,
yeah.
Every parent says that,
of course,
but like,
it's all good.
Last year, she's just like, she's very deep in thought.
I
feel like, and she tells my wife all sorts of strange things about like Jesus and all this other stuff. Like, that's, at least we're doing something right. She's thinking about stuff like that.
That's so cool, man. And that's what we want, right? For the generations to come, who's going to be there after we're gone, hopefully they do right. And they read and they practice and they go deeper into the subject. And that's awesome that you are, getting them involved in such a young age to be able to start thinking like that too.
Yeah, it's fun. I work pretty late most nights.
I know you tell me I'm at the gym, bro. I'm like, do you ever take some time off, bro? Or like,
I'm a grinder, man.
Okay.
But I'll come home at 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, and they're still up. We put them down at 7 o'clock every night.
Are they waiting for daddy?
Well, my wife does. And
yeah.
So they wait up and they're like, hey, we haven't prayed yet. We're waiting on you.
Oh,
okay, cool. We'll say our little prayers.
Yeah.
They each pray and then they go to bed.
I love that, man. Good for you guys and the family. That's awesome. I think it's good to have those type of rituals. Like, one thing that I talk to my daughter about every single time before she goes to bed, I say, there's a book, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill.
Love that book.
Love that book, right? And there's a quote, and I added a little bit to it. So I tell her I said, whatever your mind can conceive, believe, and feel, it can achieve. Add the feel part. And one day you're going to help millions of people. I tell her that every single day. And there's this one night I said that to her, and she's like, Daddy, because I just it was about 135 agents I got to speak to. This was in Tempe last month in December.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
awesome. Big event.
Big event. My buddy's a coach. He's in California, has some big teams out here in the real estate sector. So he invited me. We sponsored the food. He gave me some time on stage. Got to talk about websites, the importance of it, online marketing. And so I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get on stage and this and that. And I showed her the picture, and she's like, oh, Daddy, you do that all the time. No, I don't. And then when I said that quote to her, she's like, Daddy, you're already helping millions of people. Not yet. You're already helping millions of people. So then I can help millions of people. So we can all help millions. And then Mommy's going to help too. I'm like, oh my God, you're like, melt my heart, dude. I was like,
That's the coolest thing when the kids get on board.
yes.
I think like there's tiers to it, right? You have to get on board with your own vision.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to sell your wife or significant other,
Yep.
right? And then if you're doing things right, your kids will be sold on that vision as well.
Amen.
If they actually see you putting in the work day in and day out,
Mm-hmm.
it just becomes second nature to them.
Oh, 100%. And my wife, when I first met her, I actually met her on Instagram, true story.
That's cool.
And I slid into the DMs. She was paying for her service. She did not message me. It was on me. I'm over here looking like the creeper over here, but I'm like, I swear you messaged me first. But she's like paid for some service. And but I guess I was in her algorithm. And so she knew, she's like, there's something that about you that I know. And like we met when I was at the beginning stages of building my company, and she's a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we met, she was just like, yeah, there's something about you that's different. The energy, we connected. We never want to leave each other's side. So we knew we were each other's partners.
Yeah.
And so she believed in me way back when. And don't get me wrong, I've taken her down some roads, and it hasn't been all rainbows and sunshine. And you know what I'm saying? But it's a blessing out there, y'all, when you find the right one who you could really be able to have as your ride or die, dude.
Yeah.
Just amazing. And how did you and your partner meet?
Yeah, my wife and I met. So I served a 2-year mission for my church.
Okay.
Mormon.
Love it.
Church of Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And so my first Sunday back, I didn't want to go to, like, there was this musical Christmas
Mm-hmm.
event, and I was like, I don't really want to go. I've been busy. I've been away from family for 2 years.
Yeah.
And my sister ended up telling me, hey, you should come with me. And
Yeah.
I ended up going, and my wife came in a little late, and she sat down. She came in with one of my old friends from high school.
Interesting.
And I was like, man, if he could get her, I'm going to be set up for life.
One of these.
And turns out she was dating his brother, another friend of mine, and that didn't last long. And, 4 months later,
Interesting.
we were married.
What?
Super fast, man.
So when you seen, you knew, and she knew, or what?
I met her 10 years ago in December.
Okay.
And then we were engaged in February.
Yeah.
And then married in May.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Congratulations. Yeah, we knew pretty quick too. We met dates wise. I don't know. I'm on lock like that. But we met. It was like 4 months later. She said, marriage or children, whatever comes first. She's 7 years older than me. Okay. So I was like, well, I was now coming to my 30s. I was like, I'm done kind of just dating. I just want to focus. Mm-hmm. Company, I have places to be, things to do, people to serve. So 4 months, yeah, we were pregnant. And then within, I would say 7 months, I proposed. All this is on YouTube, by the way. I proposed, and then we got married 2019, and she was like maybe 3 or 4 months at that time. So we just knew, like, no matter what. And then COVID hit after 2019, getting married, and then we came out here basically during COVID.
Oh, really? You came out during COVID?
2020. We bought this house sight unseen because her mom was out here and her stepfather was out here. And so we were talking to a realtor. We're selling our house over in Hayward, California. I'm buying one at the same time. And this is when interest rates were low and, in perfect California, perfect timing.
The mass exodus.
Yeah, we were part of that. We got there. We got out right before they were starting to like charge. The government's like, you're going to be paying these fees if you leave or whatever. So we bought this house sight unseen, man. And
you picked a good house. Good
ugliest place. House on the nicest block. So you seen the block coming in. And it had lots of work that needed to be done. 2.75, 1,700 a month for this house, 6 bedrooms, 3,300 square foot. I mean, we couldn't have timed it any better, bro.
No.
It's crazy. Now we house hack, have 3 Airbnbs on premise. And so that pays for like the pool guy, the bug person, the solar, like the travel trailer. All that stuff is basically house hacked. And then we turned this room into a co-op kind of, this is a podcast studio, which I used to have a sign here, but this is now for anyone. So I've actually talked to some friends that wants to start a podcast. I'm like, use the space, dude.
Yeah, why not?
Put your logo up on the screen, dude. I do my strategy calls over there, and it's just been such a blessing. So now, wife was teaching. She now is full time with her tea company. She went from 16 years teaching, moved here. We had to get traditional financing. She quit her job about 3 years ago now. 2 years in after we're here, she quit. And so now she does her thing. I do my thing. She's out there. I'm in here. And
Power couple.
Jordan down the street where, yeah, it's one of those things where a lot of times couples either the wife doesn't work or the husband and wife do things together. We do have our LLC together for fix and flip, which I'm looking at a deal right now, but I kind of put that on hold for just a hot second because the market.
Yeah.
We're talking mobiles and
We'll
people
see how
from
it goes.
Canada. And yeah, I know. There's a lot of positive in the press right now.
The last 2 days.
Yeah, but we'll see. And so she already had her thing going before I met her. So I'm like, hey, if tea's your thing, plant medicine, that's what you want to do, like go for it,
Yeah, my wife was we got married. She was 18 years old.
Wow, really?
I was 21. Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of a fun situation. We joke that I raised her.
Hey, it's good.
We're 10 years in, so she's 28 now. But
yeah,
it's been a fun thing. But she did art like growing up, and she's a really good artist.
Yeah.
And so before we had kids, I convinced her to get into art.
Yeah.
And start selling her art and
yeah,
getting all that taken care of. And she's done amazing work.
Wow.
But it just took a little bit of like pushing.
Yeah.
I had to do the business side of it. She's very artistic, and so they don't like to do business.
Yin and yang, you and her.
Yeah, so we have a good thing going. She doesn't do art really much anymore.
Oh, okay.
And she's just a stay-at-home mom. That's what she wanted to do.
Cool.
And so, 6 years ago when we had our first, COVID happened, and then, we had Fawn first. Fawn is my daughter. And then 2 weeks later, the whole world ended.
That time was crazy.
It was freaking insane.
It's like, what is going on? I remember a call my wife got. She was at school. She's like, I'm coming home. What? They're shutting down the school. What? Yeah, there's a breakout, COVID. I'm like, what? I was like, what the heck? And so she was doing homeschool, for that whole time frame. Even coming out here, the first year and a half, she was doing the at home, just like Zoom calls with the kids.
Yeah.
It's almost just like, did that all happen? Like, what the heck? Like,
it feels like a lifetime ago.
It does.
Right.
It does. And I feel like for some, it was a blessing. For others, I mean, I can imagine the things that some of you out there who's video listening went through, and God bless, and a heart goes out to you. And I don't know, it was a blessing for us because we moved here because of it, and she got to go full time because of it. And there's some things that happen on our side, and I've heard, both sides, plus and negative. But at what point did you start your company? Was it around that time or before?
Yeah, I got started 10 years ago this month.
Okay, congratulations.
So, yeah, I've been going hard for 10 years.
Awesome. What was the catalyst to get into, business for yourself? I know finance is what you're doing, financial literacy, education first. Like, what was even like the catalyst for that?
Yeah, like I said, I served a 2-year mission in Chile, and for our church, the last week of our mission, they rolled out this program that they were going to test run on us.
Okay.
Before they implemented it worldwide.
Wow.
And so it was like a self-reliance finance course, and it got my brain working.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm 21. I'm not really thinking about what I want to do, how I'm going to retire, how to stay out of debt. And I remember my last question before leaving Santiago to come back to the States was, how do I stay out of debt?
Ooh.
And the mission leader looked at me. He's like, don't get into debt in the first place.
Ooh, I like that. That's let's go.
I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay.
I can do that. I can stay out of debt. And that's what my wife and I have done.
Yeah. Wow.
We just, like when I went to ASU, we paid it off as I went.
Okay.
Right. Cars, everything, paid for.
Wow. Congratulations, man.
Just, that was one of the things that I had seen just growing up, that it affected way too many people. And so a month, I'm home back in the States. I reached out to my brother. He was a financial advisor. And I was like, hey, bro, teach me about money. I don't want to be like everybody else.
Yeah.
I want to become your client.
Of course.
And I became his client. I kept asking him questions, and he's like, bro, why don't you just start working with me?
You're asking so many questions.
You're asking so many questions. You'll learn so much better by teaching.
Ooh, I love that. That's so true.
And so I started teaching, and I really fell in love with what I was doing. Like one of the first families that I met, that I was leaving their house. It was back in the day before Zoom, so we actually went to people's houses and cracked open the books and sat across the kitchen table from people, and
I love it.
they were crying because they hadn't received financial literacy and the know-how and the tools to be able to be successful financially long term.
Yeah.
And it was shocking to me, and I felt so bad because they were a great family. They deserved so much.
Yeah.
And the fact that the financial industry as a whole caters towards the wealthy.
Yep.
They don't cater towards the people like my family or your family. My dad comes from a little ranch in Mexico.
Oh, wow.
My grandfather was an Olympic basketball player for the country of Mexico.
Wow.
And so, like, I come from, like, he was a rancher. My grandpa was a rancher till he practically died.
Wow.
And my dad was never taught about money. He was really good with his money. He saved in his 401k. He invested. But I'm so grateful. He retires next month.
Aw, congratulations, Pops.
Yeah, my brother and I put things in place for my parents.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be set for life.
Wow. That is amazing.
And that's the thing that I love the most.
Yeah.
And the way we get paid is we don't take the fees from the clients. And so my parents didn't have to pay me.
Wow.
Which was like a payback for all the things that they did for me growing up.
That is so amazing. Good for you, dude. You and your brother. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations on that. And I mean, and that's so true. They just don't. The system's set up, and I was actually reading a book right now. So when I'm working out, I don't read, I listen. But I'm listening to a book right now. I think that's going to go away, but we'll put that back up. So the book is called The Psychology of Money.
Ooh, that's a great book, man. I love that book.
And so I'm listening to, like, at the part today was like, when like military and like the war and that stopped, and then people got out of the war, and there's like, what are you going to do? Okay, we're going to start making stuff. And then they started implementing debt, and then people started getting debt on things, and then how it all kind of, the catalyst of how it started.
Yeah.
And I feel like so many people out there, and that's why I love this platform, they don't have that literacy. They don't understand things. And I love the idea too, from the perspective of us having this conversation. So, because I think that someone needs to learn more about who you are and who you are as a person before it's like, hey, let's do business, right? I think there's something to be said about understanding that person, coming from a friend, loving, understanding, general just perspective, and then how can I be of service to you? And so I appreciate you telling your story now leading into what you're doing. And it's amazing that you started off with your family first. And so how does your parents feel now being able to be in this position to be able to enjoy their life and retire? I can only imagine.
Yeah, my dad's super grateful. It puts a big smile, like when I'm talking to him about it, like it just puts a big smile on his face.
Yeah.
And just knowing like the different tools that we have available. I can't legally talk about obviously the portfolio my parents have, or specific products and stuff like that for legal reasons. But for the most part, like before we set up their financial situation as it is now, if my dad were to have passed away, my mom wouldn't get any of like his pension from work.
Oh, wow.
And so how to properly put that together so that they both get a pension, that if one passes away, the other one gets it.
Interesting. Okay.
And so a lot of people don't understand the rules of the money game.
Yeah.
And so if you don't understand the rules of basketball and you go out there and play against LeBron James or Michael Jordan, you're going to get creamed, bro. And that's how it is. Like the people that understand the rules to the money game, they win, and they win constantly.
Oh, 100%. I was talking to Vitz. It's just a joke. My work wife, and so I have a team in the Philippines. We're going to be going out to this year. So every year we have the whole team get together. We are team leads. So last year we brought the team leads here. We got a couple in their 10-year visa to come to the States the first time. We'll be in Japan in March, and that's going to be for my birthday / work and what have you. And then I was talking to her. She's almost 6 years with us. She's actually 5.5. She just had her review yesterday. And I told her, I said, they have compounds in the Philippines. And I said, what does it look like for your mother? And what does it look like for you? And her grandmother is like 90 something years old. And so they went through all the proper documentation because, if you don't already know, probate's a thing, right? And the last thing you want to do is have probate and the government take the property and the assets, or you got fighting of the family because of this, that, and the other thing. Who gets this? Who gets that? So I said,
it gets ugly real fast.
Yes. So I said, talk to your mom first. So then she talked to her mom, and last year, I think she was there for like a month, talking to the grandma, talking to the mom, getting everything together, cross the T's, dot the I's, everything's good. So that way, knock on wood, hopefully nothing happens to, the mother. I got some wood, but a little bit, it might be fake, but making sure that she's protected. And so they went through that process and they got it all done, and it's like, it's smart to do that.
So smart. And so one of the first things that we do with people is I first educate, like core financial principles that like I wasn't taught to, like these principles weren't taught to me at ASU going for business and finance. Like these are the profession, like the professors talk about theories and all these economical things that like really don't matter to the average Joe. And so like getting into this, I'm like, I know more than my professors.
Yeah.
And I'm only 6 months into this.
Yeah.
This is insane. Like the stuff that they're teaching me does not make any sense. And so the first thing's financial education. What principles you can learn to guide your life. The second thing is, we talk about like there's 6 steps and we just do like a financial checkup, like a doctor.
Okay.
First one's cash flow. What's coming in, what's going out. Next thing is debt management. Last month, I helped a guy. He's a doctor. He has $300,000 of student loan debt.
Oh my God.
Partnered with a company in 2019. So about 7 years ago now, they do loan forgiveness. He got it wiped out last month.
Wow.
Freaking nuts.
It is nuts.
That's a $3,000 a month contribution every month for the next 30 years, and we got a
mortgage payment.
Yeah, dude.
And then you sit there and you're doing something that you absolutely love. You worked your ass off. We'll just say it. And you get your doctorate, and then you practice, and then you spend your whole life just paying
it off. You become a slave.
Ugh.
So literally breaking off the chains and letting him free.
Yeah.
Like the look and the sound in his voice was amazing.
Wow.
Right. And then the next thing is like an emergency fund.
Yeah.
How to properly put that together. Like your bank, you're getting 0.1%, if that, probably about 0.01% interest rate.
Yeah.
If you do the math on that, that's every 7,200 years that money doubles. You have $10,000 today, 7,200 years later, you have 20 grand. Way dead by then.
Yeah, that's not working out for you.
No. And then you talk about like life insurance and protecting your family. I've seen way too many friends. Like my wife dated this guy for maybe like 2 dates. He passed away, I think it was last year.
Oh my God. And
I'm sitting in bed. I open up Facebook. I see that he had passed away. I'm like, did you see so-and-so pass away? He's like, yeah. I'm like, wasn't his family super wealthy? And she's like, yeah, well, they just started a GoFundMe.
What? I see that a lot.
These people had money, and they didn't protect the thing that mattered the most, their life. And in a time that's already sucky, right?
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to have to.
You don't want to GoFundMe.
No. I mean, and then people, it's like, from a psychological standpoint, people feel obligated to give something because of the emotional response from death. But then it's like, if you're viewing and listening out here, information of this man is down below, because at the bare minimum, life insurance is like a must. My wife has it. I have it. Even my daughter has it. Like, so that way when she turns 18, she could do something with that cash value.
Super
and then
smart.
she could, whatever she wants to do for the future. And I'm even thinking about, you know, there's infinite banking and that type of stuff. And there's a whole rabbit hole down that road. But I could say I probably see, I hate to say it, but like 3 to 4 a year GoFundMe accounts for people that have passed on.
Yeah. I
animals.
met with a lady last year. She was 40, 48.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband passed away. He was 20 years older.
Mm.
And from the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
And she thought he had life insurance. He had $1,000 of life insurance.
What?
I spent 12 hours on the phone looking at she was in my church, and so I was doing it like as a clerical thing, helping her out with that. So, but I spent 12 hours looking.
Wow.
And all these past life insurance policies that he had, they weren't active.
Oh no.
So I had to tell her the bad news that she'd only have $1,000. How do you bury your husband with $1,000?
Wow. Jeez. Yeah, that's really hard for sure. And pay your bills, don't let them lapse, and get life insurance. And you know, it's interesting because you just don't know what you don't know. And you know, my grandma, we just talked about today, she passed on. And Judy Costanza, God bless, rest her soul.
Bless.
She's amazing. And to anyone out there has lost a loved one, you know, I think my uncle's her executor, so I think she was taken care of. I'm not 100% sure, not my business, but at the end of the day, I don't think she's gonna have a GoFundMe, which is good.
Good.
And yeah, so like, what do you think? Kind of going into a different segment here, still in the same world of finance. What do you see that is like some of the like the top 1, 2, 3 things when you meet someone that that they need to work on or do? Is there a common thread with individuals you meet in this sector? Yeah,
I would say the first couple things that really kill people's finances is debt. Like, people get into debt and it becomes uncontrollable.
Yeah.
Right. And that strangles your cash flow. It makes you feel like, well, it keeps you up at night.
Yep.
Right. You're thinking about like, how am I going to pay off this credit card? How am I going to pay off this student loan? How am I going to pay off my house? Like, when do I pay off all of these things?
Yeah.
The second thing is an emergency fund. Like, too many people don't save.
Yeah.
I think the statistic when I got started 10 years ago, it was like 69% of people had less than $1,000 saved.
That's crazy.
Now it's more like 73 or 74%.
Wow. Yeah, I feel like we're moving in the right direction. And what I've done is I've, you know, if you don't already know, it takes 30, 60, up to 90 days to have a behavior turn into a habit. And I get off on it every single day, every single week, a dollar cost average. So I'm like, all right, so dollar cost average, buying stocks and buying crypto, also IRA, life insurance, and just putting money in different things, Acorn, the whole 9 yards. And I just love it. I just like love looking at where it's going. And then, you know, there's a whole, my wife's like, I don't know how you do it, but I'm like a nut when it comes to money. Like every single Monday I go through all the financial stuff.
So smart.
And I just enjoy the idea of like, what if, you know, like, okay, what if this, what if that, I'm going to invest here. And then like right now, positioned right, the market is starting to go up and we'll see how well it does this year. Speculation says it's supposed to be great. I don't know. And by all means, this is not financial advice. We're just two guys having a good old conversation.
Yep.
And so who knows where it's going to go, but I know that I'm positioned myself to be in a good position. So when it does go up, how can I diversify? What can I do? How can I move things around? And I'm also a big component of, I will say, I like the 0% stuff, not credit cards. I do like that, but there's a lot, and this is where I think people get caught up even deeper down the rabbit hole, is the 0% on the shopping apps. Cause you can now get like, what is it called? There's a bunch of them. There's
Klarna, or like there's multiple payments.
Yeah.
It's not really debt, but it is debt. You split the payments.
It's weird. It's like you split the payments, or you get the 0% if you pay it within 30 days. You don't check your credit. It's like poof, here's this extra cash. So like I personally like it's I don't know, I just do it for fun. I don't need to do it. I just do it for fun, and I make sure that like I have plenty of reserves just to pay everything off if I want to. But I can see how, and it's interesting. Let's talk a little bit about discipline.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine, and I would love to get your feedback on this, discipline playing an exact role in the fact of why people are in debt, not in debt, financial literacy, like, would you say discipline plays a big role into that when you meet your clients, you get into literacy, right? And then they start going down this path? What's your thoughts?
I don't think it's a discipline thing. I
No?
think
Okay.
it's more of a, what's the word? They're ignorant. Like there's certain things that people have just when you set up a 401k through your work,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't adjust anything in there, it could be problematic. They put you into a default option called a target date mutual fund. And this is not financial advice.
Yep.
But those target date mutual funds are really expensive.
Interesting.
And so if you imagine taking 1.5 or 2% of your earnings per year for 40 years, that's going to make a huge impact on your investments over time.
Okay.
And so people just get into the habit, but it's not discipline. They just don't know. And so I always tell people it's not a whole bunch of like things that they have to change with their finances. It's a couple little things that if we tweak could mean hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions later on.
Ooh.
It's just a couple things.
Yeah.
People are just missing the mark by a little bit. And I think people undercalculate what they need for the future. They gratify themselves in the present, and they can't comprehend what's going to happen in the future.
Interesting.
Like, how much money does it take for me to retire? Okay, well, if you want $100,000 a year in retirement money, there's a rule, we call it the FIN number.
Okay.
Depending on your financial advisor, they're going to either say anything between 4 or 6%.
Got it.
You take your desired monthly income or your annual income in retirement, and you divide it by the 4, 5, or 6% that you want to pull from the nest egg. Right? At 4.5%, to make it very easy, that's at 100,000, that's $2.2 million. So if you want to have $100,000 every year in retirement, you might need about $2.2 million.
Big number for people to comprehend.
It's a big number.
Yeah.
And it's a monthly, like you talked about dollar cost averaging. You don't get there overnight. I started with my investment plan at 21. Awesome. I've been doing it every month since.
Wow. 10-year compound is probably looking great.
Yeah, it's doing all right.
Nice.
Yeah, I got started when I was young.
Congrats.
But most people don't.
Yeah.
Some people wait till they're 35, 40, 45, and they're like, oh, crap, what do I got to do? And then it's reverse engineering. That's a lot what I do. Okay,
really?
What's your goal? Okay, let's personalize it to your goal. Because not everybody's the same person. Some people want to live in an RV and just travel around the United States for retirement.
Yeah.
Okay, let's plan for it. But what do you want in retirement? What do you want your life to look like? Oh, you don't have kids?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Where do you want to live? Are you going to go to Italy? What are your thoughts? Like, let's personalize it to you. I love that. Back engineer it all.
Yeah, it seems like it'd also be kind of fun, right? Like you're something to look forward to when you do retire, because now you'll have the cash and you'll be able to do the traveling, go to Italy, go wherever you want, which is great. Because I have some family members right now on both my side and my wife's side where it's just like there was no plan, and now they're sitting here looking at the situation, and some still needing to work, some got kind of lucky, and things worked out for them. Divine intervention, God, call it what you will. I don't know. Lucky, very lucky. And it's interesting how many people out there are struggling right now that are going through these financial hardships. They're working at, you see servers 50, 60 years old. We go to Mikhail's down the street and you see the servers, and it's just like, I love Mikhail's.
Good stuff.
I'm fasting 36 hours to not talk about food right now. But it's just like, you feel for them and you're just like, if it's that what you want to do, fantastic. But a lot of times they have to do it.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy is there's a couple book series by Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah, I love him.
Good guy. Had his co-author Sharon Lechter come do one of our events last year.
Nice.
Super nice lady.
Yeah.
She actually wrote one of our books for us.
Nice.
And we've done a couple 100,000 book copies in the last couple years. But one of in Rich Dad Poor Dad or Cash Flow Quadrant, one of the two, talks about real wealth is how long you can keep it for. It's not how much money you make, but how much you can keep and how long you can keep it for. That's his definition of wealth. And I love it because I've seen people that literally designed the ESPN app with the ding and the whole 9 yards, and he makes $500,000 a year. And he was millions of dollars in debt.
Wow.
And negative bank account balance.
Wow.
And I've seen people that are teachers have hundreds of thousands of dollars. It doesn't matter how much money you're making. It's utilizing the tools that are and the financial tips that we teach people.
Yeah.
And they can literally make a huge difference in their lives.
Yeah.
With the guy that does the ESPN app, I think that's more of a discipline thing, making bad choices.
Yeah.
But regardless,
Yeah. That's why I feel like after you have the literacy, what comes up for me is discipline from the perspective of like dollar cost averaging, do what I'm doing. I don't technically have a financial advisor. I listen to a lot of stuff, read a lot of stuff. I'm just fascinated on how things work. I can't claim that I'm, any kind of like guru. I'm not I'm not day trading, I'm not, my wife and I think the biggest investment that we made that was actually decent was like $200 into Dogecoin, and we made 20 grand.
Nice.
Like that was like when it just
way to go.
went up. So that was like one of the things I did that was like, oh yeah, so this worked out. But if anything, it's interesting how, some people have that type of money and they just blow it on just the
stupidest things, man.
Craziest shit.
Yeah. It's mind blowing.
Yeah. And I think also too, when they start blowing on stuff like that, what comes up for me is a little ego. I think some people like to flex and have ego when it comes to like, because they have this money, they want to show off these things. And I feel like you got to be careful because like for me, like I got a couple cars, and the cars that I have are cars that I look as investments. And a lot of times my wife's like, cars aren't investments. What are you talking crazy? But I'm sitting on 50,000 in one of them right now, a Nissan GTR, right? So I could sell it, buy a duplex, keep it, whatever. They don't make the car anymore. Rumor has the next 10 to 15 years, it could be worth $250,000.
But it's also an investment in your business, man. Like everybody knows who Mr. Liftoff is when they come to the freaking gym, bro.
That's true. And it was funny. I did that last GTR event. We had like 45, 50 people here and 30 cars. And the guy goes and tags me. He's like, now I understand the Mr. Liftoff because it shoots the flames. And it's, it is marketing. It is marketing. And I'm a big component of that. So that's why.
For sure. It works for the vibe too, man.
Right? You could tell. Now it all comes together. When you're at the house now, okay, see the rocket ship. Okay, the liftoff agent. Now you're like in the...
It's a whole package deal.
It is a whole package deal. It is. And and that's, for me, like I have some crazy stuff coming up and some groups and some accountability stuff coming up here very soon. Super excited. But I haven't talked about it just yet. I was actually working on it before you even came here today. But yeah, it's I think that there's tools that you could use like that with cars, and with houses and things. And I think that, for me, I like to use the things as a catalyst to be able to intrigue others to think bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? What could you be doing? Are you enjoying your life to its fullest? You know what I'm saying? And I think that ties into financial literacy.
Yeah. I think certain people are wired that way. Like for me, I'm not wired to where like cars don't interest me at all. My son, like I said before, he freaking loves, like he wants to go to grandpa's house to go talk cars. Like I get home from like a date night with my wife to go pick up my kids at the in-laws, and they have a YouTube playing like all the GTR stuff, and like he can name all these vehicles, and I'm like, yeah, that's a car, that's a truck. I'm like, I really don't care.
My
Like,
wife's the same way.
yeah, but like some people are wired that way, and so you influence and you market yourself that way, and that's cool. That inspires a lot of people. For me, I'm a gym rat, I guess.
I see you.
Supposedly.
I see you.
And then like the last year and a half, my wife's like, hey, why don't you grow out your hair? I've never had long hair in my life.
Really?
Ever.
Okay.
Even short like yours.
This guy's looking like Jesus over here.
Yeah.
I swear to God, you.
Yeah, it's funny, man. Last year, we were sitting in the sauna, and these old ladies, they're like, hey, you know what we call you behind your back? I'm like, what? Sauna Jesus.
Dude, I swear. Shout out to those two ladies. That's hilarious. My wife and I do the same thing. We're like, oh, Jesus, he's coming on today? I'm like, yeah, Jesus is coming on today.
It's funny. And then clients last year started calling me Money Jesus.
Ooh, that's a cool one. I
I'm
like that.
I ain't mad at it. Like, that's a pretty good guy to be associated with.
Yeah, that's freaking cool, dude. Wow.
So yeah, it's been fun, like just changing it up. The most financial advisors, and I joke around with one of my partners. He's a mentor of mine out in Texas. He's bald, and most advisors are, you know, old white dudes in suits and ties. And so a lot of my brand is, you know, being young, being different. But like, you look at the average advisor on like the business side. This is the reason why I kind of went into finance. First, to help a lot of people, but number two, the industry is shrinking. The average age of an advisor is 63 years old.
What?
Old white dudes in shirts and ties.
Wow.
That's like when I go to conventions and like conferences, old white dudes, suits and ties.
It's up and coming right here. This is the guy.
Right? And then I walk in and I'm like, hi guys. Right?
Young guy. You look like Jesus.
Yeah. But like the industry will shrink by half. So there's 200,000 registered licensed financial advisors.
Wow.
And in the next 5 years, they're going to go 100,000 are going to retire. And they have no plan. They don't have no plan to pass that book of business, their clients, to somebody else.
Wow.
There's 10,000 retired, like boomers retiring every day. 10,000 a day. So in the biggest wealth transfer in America history, with the least amount of financial reps, like, it's a huge opportunity. And so that's why, like, this last year I really ramped up hiring and training new financial reps, and I manage a team of 25.
Nice.
And we're in 5 states. And we can work in all 50, but just growing and expanding that way, because there's not going to be a lot of help, and there's already not enough financial literacy.
Wow.
And so between the lack of literacy financially and the lack of tools and the capability, because half of the advisors are going away, there's a huge need coming.
Wow. Hey, y'all, could be your next career path. I could see that for sure. And I see, what I do see that's becoming more of a trend is the life insurance stuff. You're starting to see, what is it, like GIP or whatever it's called. Those guys are coming up. I had a few people that we interviewed on the show, because life insurance is starting to become, you know, more and more popular. You're seeing a lot of the young kids getting into it now.
It's really easy to get into.
Right. It's really easy to get into. I feel like your line of the work it's a bit like process-wise. If anyone out there is curious, like, what does it take to get your credentials and become an advisor?
Yeah, usually we start people off with their life and health license.
Okay.
And then that's pretty easy. It's like you pass with a 70%. We say, please get degrees, right? You could literally study all day today and tomorrow. Yeah. Go take it on Sunday and pass.
Really?
It's pretty freaking easy.
So the barrier to entry is not that
hard.
Simple. Okay.
unless you have like a felony or, you have to pass a background check.
Yeah.
It's with the state.
Got it.
But then like if you want to make it a career,
Mm-hmm.
you want to go get your securities licenses.
Okay.
Right? You're six or seven.
Okay.
You're 63 and you're 65.
Got it.
And that allows you to work with mutual funds, like ETFs, all of it. And then like actively managing portfolios.
Wow. Interesting.
That's where the real career professional comes from. There's 400,000 life insurance agencies. Agents, I should say.
Got it.
There's only 200,000 financial securities licensed advisors.
Wow. Interesting. That's very, very interesting. And as an advisor for you, like, do you ever, I mean, is there a range? Like, obviously, we're not financial advice here, just curious is like, okay, so if I was to hire you and we say, all right, I'm going to give you $1 million, like there would be a range, right? Like, oh, well, because you'll be balancing, the portfolio, advising what I'm going to be investing in. And then based off of past, experience, you would say, the rate of return could be anywhere from here to here, or how does that work?
I would love to answer that. I could tell you off air.
Okay. All right.
But I would love to answer that.
Okay.
It's funny, like last year I did an ABC 15 interview, and the financial industry puts handcuffs on us. As soon as the cameras turned off, literally, I had, what about this? What about this? What about this? I'm like, you guys knew you couldn't answer. I couldn't answer that on air, or you and I would get sued.
Got it.
And so I would love to. We can talk about what's called the Rule 72. Have you heard of it?
No.
So hypothetically speaking, there's a rule called the Rule 72. It determines how fast money doubles. And that's where real people want to know, like, rate of return. This is why it's important. So at 12%, 72 divided by 12 is 6. That means whatever amount you have invested would double in 6 years.
Got it.
At 12% return. Right? The market on average has returned about, 10.5%.
Got it.
Speaking with the S&P 500. And so, unless your advisor's doing less than that, you're kind of getting screwed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which I've seen.
I mean, it's a lot of trust. You're giving someone, money, you're trusting in them. They're putting the money up and putting it in different places and what have you. And it's a lot, I mean, probably better than putting it in credit cards, but.
Yeah. And you think about like in 24, there were people doing like 25, 27%.
Wow.
Just the market in general, right? The return was really good.
Wow. That's amazing. Yeah.
But I have a saying like rising tide lifts all boats. It's really easy making money. And every financial advisor looks really smart when the market goes up. It's what happens does it if it goes down, man. That's where the real money's made.
Yeah.
Like that's when you start looking at your advisor like, are you good? Or like, I'm losing like everybody else, so why am I paying you?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, what? You just bought a new car? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Why are you eating so good? And I'm like, no, that's interesting. And it's good to know too, because I think that, can you speak to if someone was to find a financial advisor, maybe some do's and don'ts, just for people to just have some, things just to think about when they're maybe interviewing, looking to hire someone, just from your professional opinion. I know that, of course, for hire, but, just wanted to kind of get your thoughts on that. How do people,
Yeah, I would ask, how long have they been in the business?
Okay.
There's a lot of people that like I'll see on social media, they'll come in and out of the business.
Okay.
You want a person that's dedicated.
Yeah.
You don't want to link up with a financial advisor that's been in business for a month. Like when I got started, I was 21. Like the people that had faith in me at 21 to start working with me must have been crazy, right?
Keeping it real.
Right? Keeping it real.
Yeah.
Like I had no proof, but I also brought along experts that had been in the industry for 5-6 years.
Yeah.
And so I relied on them, and that's what you want. if you're looking for somebody, have experience. And then the second thing I would say is they're not a one-trick pony. Like if you go to one company and they only do investments with that one company, they're a one-trick pony.
Interesting. Okay.
You might not have access to the whole marketplace.
Okay.
And I work with 250 different financial firms.
Wow.
So I can, like, if one is failing a client and is not doing what they're supposed to do, I'm like, okay, you're fired. We're going to go over here. We're going to take our business elsewhere. Our client's going to be taken care of.
I love that.
So if you don't have an option and you're just going with one financial advisor and they're only selling you one thing, and you want to have all access, not just life insurance, because that's a huge, excitable thing right now. But that's not everything.
Yeah.
Right? You've got 401ks. Like, I'll tell a little story, a little history about the 401k.
Okay.
When the 401k was created, do you know why it was created?
No.
It was created to supplement a pension.
Interesting.
Pensions don't exist anymore for 99% of Americans.
Wow.
So what if you were to just drink protein shakes?
Probably not the best. You're going to have some balance. You're going to eat some food.
Yeah, that's a supplement, right?
This is a supplement, yeah.
You're going to get by, right?
Yeah.
You're probably going to lose some muscle if you're just drinking protein shakes. But if you had a real diet like a pension, that's the real foods, right? And then you supplement with supplements.
Yeah.
The 401k was not meant to be the whole meal.
Got it.
And so if advisors don't have that thought process of using just a 401k as the supplement, you're going to be nutritionally malnourished financially.
Got it. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
You want to have both. And that's where I come in.
It reminds me of a book, The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And he said if you have option 1 or 2, I want both.
Exactly.
My daughter now, we give her options and she's like, I want both. I'm like, oh my God. She's over here.
Smart girl.
Philosopher over here. But no, it's true, right? You know, it makes way more sense. And that's why, you know, for me personally, I like to diversify, have different things going on, kind of see how things are working. And it's just fun. It's like, it's fun to like put something somewhere and forget about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I have that account. Cool. Oh, cool. I got some,
oh, wow. Yeah, that looks good.
yeah, I got some cash in that account. You know what I'm saying? I like to go through my portfolios, check things out, see what's going on. But that's good advice. It's good advice. And I like to leave, you know, our viewers and listeners with, you know, stories, but also value. And so they could be able to have some additional literacy to make the right decisions. And now in this segment, I want to go a little bit deeper with you in your fitness, man, because I see your post, 75 hard, multiple workouts, inside, outside. What was the catalyst behind your exercise, like, you know, process and going to the gym? Was like your father, was your brother, like you grew up with that? Like,
yeah, I mean, I grew up in a family that's very sport oriented.
Okay, that makes sense.
My grandpa was an Olympian, right? Really good at basketball, 6'4" Mexican, like hilarious.
Wow.
Blue-eyed, like definitely did not look Mexican, right?
No, not at all.
But yeah, like we grew up really involved with sports, and then I kind of fell out of it.
Okay.
After getting married and just focusing on business and you know, just life. And then in 2019, my wife got pregnant, and we had our girl in 2020. And that's about the time that Andy Frisella came out with 75 Hard.
Yeah.
And
Great
so
program.
I had seen this, and I was like, I have a daughter. I need to live long. And I'm a competitive guy, so I'm like, my kids aren't going to beat me in sports. I'm going to crush them, right? They're going to have to earn it.
Let's
I'm
go.
going to be the young dad, right? And so I started. Like, I was 210 pounds at the start of my first 75 hard.
Okay.
And I committed to doing 1,800 calories for 75 days.
Wow.
And I had the equipment that I had was not like your gym here.
Okay.
I had 2 15-pound dumbbells.
Okay.
A 15-pound kettlebell. And then I bought, like, the most I had was like one dumbbell that you could put things like little plates on. Up to like 35 pounds.
Oh, wow.
And so I'd do like a little gym session on the back porch for my outside workout,
Okay.
and then I'd go run
Yeah.
or do like a bike ride for my second workout because the world was
Shut down.
over. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was nothing to do.
Yeah.
And so I did that for 75 days. I lost 40 pounds.
Wow.
Super freaking skinny.
Congratulations. Yeah, 1,800 pounds. I mean, how tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
Wow. Yeah, I'm like 5'8", 5'9", and I need like 1,700 calories on life support just to live. And you're at 1,800, and you're freaking 6'1". Like, holy cow.
Yeah, it was stupid. I didn't know anything about nutrition at the time.
Yeah.
I heard something like, okay, if you want to be 180 pounds, then you multiply it by 10, and that's your, or 100 or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm a financial advisor. I can do math. But yeah, and so I did 1,800 calories, and I didn't focus on protein, fats, carbs. I stuck to it. My fitness pal lost 40 pounds in this 75 days. My wife told me I was too skinny, so I sit about 190, 195 pounds on most days.
Okay.
But yeah, I did it for my kid.
Wow.
And then I had Odin, my boy, a couple years later.
Yeah.
And then like this year, I'm doing 75 hard again.
See that.
And this time around, I'm doing a Murph every day, which is you have a 20-pound vest on.
Yeah, today at the gym.
Yeah, it sucks. You do a mile run.
Okay.
100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and then you finish with a mile run.
Let's go.
As fast as possible.
Really?
Yeah, so like my hands right now, they're all cut up and blistered.
Good for you, dude.
But yeah, I was a little too caffeinated, told people that I wanted to do this, and then now I have to do it. And now it's on a podcast, so I have to do it.
Have to do it. That's what I love about social media, because you can do that. You can put a story out there and you post about something, and then you're like, even if it's one person, it's out there. I got to go.
Oh man, I have to do it. And then like I go crazy.
Yeah.
My wife's like, really? You have to do this? I'm like, yeah, I have to do this.
Yeah.
She's like, you're dumb. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Whatever. I mean,
but she's doing 75 hard with me.
She is?
This is her second time. She completed it in September last year.
Nice, man. Congratulations to both of you. And it's nice to have a partner, someone that wants to do this with you. Like my wife was like, she called me out like, I don't know, Monday. And she's like, so what's up? You didn't do your fast last week. You know, holidays, whatever, come off for Christmas. Yeah. I did like 17 one day. I did like 18 another. It's a lot easier because I'm doing the 36 to stop eating like early as possible in the evening, and then you go sleep that first 12, no big deal. 24, still not too hard. And then getting into 36, like tonight sleeping, like I'll have way more energy than I need, and it's not the easiest. And then my wife, she calls me out, so I'm doing it now again for this week. And then she should have, this is no joke, y'all out there, she broke her fast too quick. And she ate too fast and too heavy.
Yeah.
And she's been messed up last 2 days. Finally, today, she's feeling normal. She's been like feeling like she's pregnant. She's not, unfortunately. Feeling like she's pregnant and going through this whole thing. And we looked it up and did some research and whatnot. And so, because you have to be careful with fiber and everything else. And then stool can get real hard in there. And then you're passing stuff.
Yeah,
that's just
no
like
fun.
a Lincoln log coming out of you.
Yeah.
TMI, y'all, but I'm just going to keep it real here. But yeah, I mean, just same. Want to look young, want to feel amazing. Believe it or not, I'll be 40 in March, dude.
Dude, that's insane.
14th.
I would not have assumed you were 40.
I appreciate you. No, not many people do. And I have very strict with, the fasting, the red light therapy, the Wim Hof breathing, the gym, doing this 36.
Hard.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't waver at all. And it's I go crazy if I don't do it. So I used to do this 6 days a week, and then I cut down to 4 days a week. I have the ring, so I track everything with the wearable. I have MyFitnessPal, so I track all my calories, and then I do Fitbod. It's an AI generated app.
Yeah, you've shown me that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, just Monday through Thursday, and then Friday today is just going to be a conditioning day, and then I typically go for a run on Saturday with my wife. My wife, she was on stage 5 times for a figure competition.
Wow.
So she was a bodybuilder. That's when I first met her. She was in amazing shape, and I was just like, holy cow, like you're like the hottest chick ever. Like, dude, you're in great shape. It was crazy. And still to this day she is, and she's 7 years older than me. So do the math. I didn't say that. Don't kill me, honey. But she's always had that kind of, she went to the gym. She always was a runner, a marathon runner. She's in all these triathlons, all this stuff. She likes to do the running. That's her meditation. I like to do the gym. That's my meditation. And then now getting into the meditation, getting into the breath work. I really like that as well, just to clear the mind and not be thinking about a million things, right? You're not present. But yeah, so it's been a process. And so for me, I want to reverse the aging process. That's my goal, is to reverse it and to like grow those telomeres. If you did any research about telomeres and what that looks like. And
Peter Attia, that's his name, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Peter Attia?
I think it is.
Right. He talks about health span and lifespan, right? You're going to have a death eventually, right?
Of course.
But like, how are you when you're that old? Like, are you going to be like my grandpa? He was riding a horse still at age 88.
Let's go. That's awesome.
He was a baller, man. And he was 6'4", and like he had problems with his knees and shoulders and everything like that. But as soon as he stopped being a cowboy, we moved him back to the States. Like his body deteriorated, right? Because he stopped moving. But like, that's where a lot of old people have problems with, right? You run so your cardio is good, but then you lift weights so your bones and your joints are all good.
Yes. Definitely. Yeah,
they fall. Like if you don't have a strong base, they fall and break their hips.
100%. Yeah, my stepfather slipped in hearsay. Don't know exactly all the details. Apparently he slipped in the shower and he hurt his hip, and now he has to go through surgery, and it's common in middle-aged 50-year-old men. And I'm like, not happening. I'm not doing it. I'm not succumbing to that, because even like, so what I'll do is I'll work out, and then when I'm home, I'll in between like meetings, I'll walk and I'll do push-ups. So I'm getting in like 50 to 100 plus a day. And then I'll go in there and I'm doing freaking curls, and I'm making sure that like, hey, what do I want the best? I want my chest to look good. I want to have good biceps. I need better calves. And, you could just stand up and do 64 calf raises just standing there. And you'll like, I get a little pump going. I'm like, oh man. The next day I was like doing
and you take a picture and you do hashtag only calves, right?
Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? But it's things like that. I was saying to my wife, I was like, I'm so grateful to be able to work from home, because I focus on nutrition, hydration, gym, positive mental attitude. And so when I'm at home and I'm doing the things that I'm doing, going through the day, I'm just making sure, am I getting my hydration in? What's going on with my nutrition? Am I balanced out? Carbs, fat, protein. And, and then when you have family and it's holidays and it's not so much, and then you just don't feel as alive, I feel like.
Yeah. I'm curious, how do you break down your fats, carbs, protein?
So currently right now, carbs, fat, protein is going to be on the iPhone. I have a method to my madness of the phones I use and everything else. So currently right now, my goal is about 1,900 calories. I do 2,000 is on the chart.
Gotcha, yeah.
But technically it's probably closer to about 1,900 calories. So carbohydrates, I'm at 40%, and then fat, I'm at 25%, and then at protein, I'm at 35%.
Gotcha.
So calorie breakdown, so I'm doing about 175 grams of protein a day, 200 carbs, and fat 56. I'm a fatty. I love fats.
Same, dude.
So give me the avocado, give me the nuts, give me the freaking fat. I love fat. And carbs, I've done keto, I've done vegetarian, just to try different things.
Yeah.
And for me, for sure, so that's why I had to cut the fats back, because I loved it so much. Where are you at with your breakdown?
Yeah, mine's a little different right now.
Okay.
I've been doing the Murph, and I'm pretty freaking active with 75 hard right now. So
Higher in calories
right now, about 3,200 calories.
There you go.
400 grams of carbs, 240 grams of protein, and then 71 grams of fat.
Wow. Okay.
So 50, 30, 20, and man, it is hard. It's hard to do 240 grams of protein every day.
It is not easy.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, the one thing that I've learned over the years from working out like I started working out like 15, 16, and now going into my 40s here soon. I'm still 39. What comes up for me is less is more. So to be the most optimized, I've learned that like, hey, like less is more. So get the 4 days in, do the exercise, work out hard, get sore, get the carbs, protein, fat in. But you look at these bodybuilders, they're huge, they look amazing,
but they're not healthy.
They're not healthy. They die really early.
Yeah, dude.
So it's honestly what I've learned is eating less will actually help you live longer. And I used to do the gym to like look a certain type of way or whatever else to prove myself.
Well, you look good anyway.
I don't really care anymore. I appreciate you. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really do. And so now it's just like look good, feel good, you know, that type of thing. And if anything, I want to be symmetrical. I want things to look like proper. I don't want to have, you know, biceps bigger on the right arm than the left arm, or, you know, chicken calves. I do have chicken calves. I don't work on those. But you know what I'm saying?
They're not too bad. I've seen a lot worse.
My wife talks shit, but yeah, she talks shit on me. She has some big calves, but that's the Salazar genes for her. Her whole family, they have big calves and big legs and stuff like that. But yeah, I think more functional, right? Functional, look good, feel good. The thing for me is midsection abs. I've always had slow metabolism. So the reason why I do the fast is so I can break down the fat in the stomach, you know, doing the cardio. I don't do probably as much running as I could. I do more fast walking uphill incline for like 20 minutes. I could do probably more than that for sure. I kind of want to get a little treadmill underneath the desk. Yeah. So just pop that up and then just walk it out and get that additional. So I'm about probably 8 to 10,000 steps a day on the weekdays sitting at a desk.
Yeah.
And then weekends, I'm at probably close to 20,000. My wife gets like 20,000 a day.
Sheesh.
She's nuts.
I don't get that many if I'm not running.
Right?
I don't like walking.
Because you're sitting desk too?
Yeah, like I'll sit, like Zoom, but like, yeah, I'm not a huge walker unless like what I'll do is like on Sundays I don't like really working out.
Yeah, me either.
And so like now that I have to do the Murph every day for 75 days.
Dang, the whole 75 days.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. So I've done 900 pull-ups so far this year.
So do you go lighter on 75 hard on Sundays?
No, I just want to power through it.
So you're still doing the same. I mean, yeah, I guess the Murph is a Murph. So
Murph is a Murph.
Oh, frickin' A.
Yeah, dude.
Holy cow.
But like my recovery, my second workout is like more of an active recovery workout. So like I'll walk.
Okay.
If I'm like super drained, which has been like the last couple of days as I get into this new routine because I've never done anything like this before.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But I really like walks. Like one of the coolest things, like if you guys aren't into fitness, the easiest way to do it, instead of, you know, coming home, putting on your scrolling on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and watching NFL games, the easiest way to do it is go eat dinner and then go on a walk as a family. Like, go hold your wife's hand. Like, watch your kids play. Like, it is really refreshing.
Yes.
Like, you still get 4,000 steps in if you're walking for 45 minutes. And you feel good. Your food digests better. You come back, you shower the kids, you put them down for bed. Oh, man, it's the best feeling.
It is amazing.
You settle in with a little book.
Yep.
And then maybe some Netflix if you have some time, then go to bed.
I love that. I'm right there with you. I got to do more of the after dinner walks, but definitely because, you know, these artificial lights, we're inside, you know, these four walls, you know, and I find myself like, go take a walk, get outside, go get some sun, go do something. And what I've learned too, because mentally I really like to push myself, is any type of walk, activity, jumping jacks, burpees, push-ups, whatever, get out of the mind, you get into the body and you get that blood circulation. It's almost like an instant reset. A lot of people go to like the 5-hour energy, or they go to the Red Bull and the Monsters, that type of stuff. I'm like, dude, if you just do some burpees or go do a Murph
real quick,
you're good.
Yeah.
You don't need,
Or if you're having a bad day, go on a walk, get your body moving. Ed Milet, he talks about this all the time. Like if you're having a hard time, hard day, go move your body a little bit. Get out of here and go move this.
Yes.
And as you do that, like the cobwebs in your brain and the endorphins, you're feeling happier. Get out of the light. I find it funny you mentioned light. My wife, I make fun of her all the time. She's a little bit more artistic and hippie than I am.
Yeah.
I'm more of like a hunter, gruff guy. And she just replaced all of our light bulbs with like these red lights.
Oh yeah.
And so like at night, I feel like I'm in Stranger Things in our house. So we're watching Stranger Things at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, and all the lights are red. I'm like, this is so freaking weird. I feel like I'm in the upside down.
You should have just been like, honey, here's some glasses. Like, you could just get the glasses and just hit. Our house has lots of lights too, and so we have all just RGB. So like, I do all the up lights, the whole house. It's on my phone. It's all so that way I
Nice.
could do different types of light. But if you don't already know, artificial lights before you go to bed doesn't help you sleep very well. So it's good the red light, right, or the glasses. But yeah, I love. And you came in the house, you've seen the vibe. Like I just love living in a
Vibe's good.
space. I
Mhm.
appreciate you. I love living in a space that's just it's just not traditional. You know, it's just not traditional. And I don't want anyone to be able to put your finger on it and say it's this or that or whatever. I just want it to
It's
be
just you.
it's me and it's different.
That's good.
That's it.
I feel like a lot of people get to, and this goes with finance, fitness, whatever. They get too caught up into what other people think.
Yes.
Like fitness routines. People go crazy. Like what people are eating, like what protein or what brand of
The next
pre-workout.
fad.
What's the next fad?
Yes.
What are they spending their money on?
Yep.
They're not really paying attention to like what is it that I want?
Amen.
Like you're getting influenced too much.
Yeah.
And so like I would say the last 3 or 4 years, I've done a complete like internal investigation on like
I like
who
that.
I am
Yeah.
and like what I think, what I believe, and just I am who I am unapologetically.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're gonna see me at the gym, I'm gonna be a certain way. I might have a ponytail, right? Not a ponytail, but a man bun, right?
Yeah.
But like, or sometimes I look like Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm the same person
Yeah.
at church, at the gym, at work.
Mm-hmm.
No matter who's talking to me, I'm gonna be the same person.
I love
And
that.
a lot of people, they change themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like imposter syndrome or needing to be a certain type of way to fit in with a certain type of like people. I'm right there with you. I think sometimes like, I don't know, my personality, depending on how hyped up I am after the gym, I get a little out there content or whatever, but it's pretty much the same. But sometimes
Blame it on the caffeine.
yeah, mainly
That's
caffeine
what I do.
for sure. Yeah, I gotta say, yeah, for sure. But no, I think anyone out there who's listening, like, yeah, just be you. Unapologetic, be you. And if you don't know who you is, then maybe you got to go deep and do that investigation. I like that. Internal investigation.
It takes a couple years if you do it right.
Yeah.
Because like my mentors at the very beginning of being in finance was they told me to look a certain way, act a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
and it just wasn't me. And people could tell, right? Like I'm not a suit and tie kind of guy. I'm a blue jean boot kind of guy.
Yep.
Or I'm in workout attire. Like a lot of my meetings I'm in working out clothes.
Yeah.
Nice short camo shorts.
Yeah.
Or I'm in jeans and boots. Like that's who I am. And my clients,
Yeah.
they love it.
Yeah.
Because they're also like I work with a lot of people that are just normal people.
Yeah.
Like you and I, done a lot of business with like construction workers because I used to be an electrician. And like I get that vibe.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy those people. They're forgotten about by the financial industry.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my people.
And they make great money.
And they make so much money, man.
So much money,
like,
dude.
What? No one's talked to you about how to do anything? Okay, cool.
And AI is not replacing their jobs. I heard like that's another industry for y'all out there to get into is electrician work. Is like you met the old timer at the gym. He has the handlebar and he plays ball.
Yeah, dude.
He's always in the sauna and stuff. He's an electrician and he says he still does it part time because it's such good money.
Yeah, my brother-in-law just started his he's got an HVAC business.
Okay.
Banana Air, shout out.
Oh, there you go. Banana Air, let's go.
He was taught by like the #1 HVAC guy in the country.
Wow.
Like he was personally mentored by this guy.
It's huge.
And now he started his own business. I'm like, dude, I'm so like, I'm proud of you.
Heck yeah.
Like, this is so cool. I'd love seeing people succeed.
Yeah.
Not just like, I don't know about you, but like, I just love people winning.
Oh my God.
Like
100%.
in any aspect, like religiously or, business wise or their health.
Yes.
Anything. I love to see people win.
I do too.
And I think social media just brings out so much negativity in life that you don't get to experience that like good feeling of winning.
Yes.
Too much.
Yes. Well, that's the problem, because you're comparing yourself out there.
Yeah.
You're looking at Joe Schmo or this person or that person. You're like, oh my God, they got a perfect body. Oh my God, look at the car they're driving. Oh my God, look what the house they have or whatever. And it's just like, who cares? Be grateful for who you are and what you got.
Yeah.
If you want that, then sure, work hard, be around the right people, make it happen.
Yeah.
It's so true, dude. Like that, it is what it is. It's unfortunate, or is fortunate. And maybe whoever is listening and watching this right now, maybe they'll have that come Jesus moment and be like, oh, maybe I do need to look in the mirror. Maybe I do need to do some self-evaluation, and think about, what are you committed to? Because one thing that it comes up for me, and maybe I'll I don't know if I want to put this out publicly, but is that like you got the coaches over here for fitness, you got, church and, pastors and the Bible. And then over here, you might have financial advisors, and then you have mental mindset coach and all these podcasters and all this stuff. And what I think is missing right now more than ever, and I guess I'll just put it out there, is community. And I'm not talking about community when it comes to the gym or when it comes to church or when it comes to, your buddies and go shooting or off-road. I'm talking about community from the perspective of like a community, and not a coach, but a community of people that literally first thing in the morning, you're like, I had a 7 out of 10 sleeping score, and this is how I feel this morning, and this is how I'm gonna get after the day. And then just have a community of people just root for you and say, let's go, you got this, and then how did the end of the day go? What was your wins? What'd you do? And not like you need to reach out to your coach to do that, but just a community of people that can all be on the same page, that could be like, yeah, this is what I did. And then let's have a recap for the week. How'd the week go? What did you do? What books did you read? How was the gym? Did you track your calories? What's your sleep look like? All that type of stuff, And then once a month, get everyone together and just like go out and go shooting. Go out and freaking go for a crazy hike. Go out and like do something as a community and get together and push each other. I think that could be huge. And that's called It's Time to Lift Off, and I'm starting that out.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome, man. I think too many people, like you said, they don't have a community. And if you're starting a business, it's really lonely. Like,
I'm in here majority of the time by myself.
It's really lonely.
I mean, it's yeah, you can get real.
You're fighting a battle between your two ears.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of voices in there, right? And if you don't have that support group, it makes it really even that more difficult. Like you think you'd turn to your family, or
you
friends, but some of those people are almost like crabs in a bucket, right? My wife and I just went crab fishing, lobster fishing, in Maine.
Speaking of,
and like literally, like you get a bucket of crabs, and if one's about to go up, they'll pull it down. Right.
Great analogy.
So you have to have a good community, and sometimes the people that are closest to you, they mean well.
Of course.
But they don't also.
Yeah.
Right. And so it comes off a little bit, negative. And that's why it's so important to have people around you. Like there's a person in both of our lives that we sit in with, the sauna.
Yep.
We talked about.
Shout out. I told him to come on the show, but I don't know.
He needs to come on the show. I'm going to shout him out right now. Good old Jeremy Kappas, ProGuard Roofing.
Let's go. Shout out.
But
I'll give you one of these, bro.
Yeah, bro. He's a busy man, but I freaking love sitting in the sauna. Like him and I could talk for 20, 30 minutes in the sauna and just be dripping wet. And like, I love being around people like that. Like positive, business-minded, kind of in the same position, like growing businesses. And then we can ping pong ideas off of each other.
I do the
like
same
this
thing
conversation. This is great.
Yep.
Like community like that,
Yes.
you need it in life.
You have to have it in life. And I think a lot of people out there don't know where to start. They're like, well, do I hire a coach? I don't know if I want to start a business. Like, I go to church, but I'm not really connecting with people. There's so many things that are, I feel like, coming up. And I feel like what could be like an easy way to bring people together so they could like dip their toe in and they could kind of figure it out and then take it to the next level. Like, if you're right around the, if you're around the right, get that out, community, then it's like you want to go on stage and be a bodybuilder. Cool, we got someone for you.
Yeah, let's help you.
You want a financial advisor because you want to save for your future. We got someone for you. You want to start a business and you want to take to the next level with that. We got you. You want to go do a triathlon, whatever. We got you. And that's where I feel like, you know, there's these cliques, like whether it's in the real estate community. I know the cliques and it's cool. And like, I like to just come observe. I'm the type of guy that's like cool with everybody. I don't really like to be in any specific clique. I was never a part of like the cool crew growing up. You know,
me in high school.
You know,
I just go around like, okay, the druggies, they're freaking hilarious.
Yeah. Get a good
I was really good friends with them.
Yeah.
You know, they called me the Storm and Mormon in high school.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was Storm and Norman.
Dude, that's freaking awesome, man. And then you go, I was a jock. So like I hung out with my sports friends.
Yeah.
And then like the nerds, like it didn't matter. Like,
yeah.
I just like enjoying people. The different type of people.
Yes.
They're fascinating to me.
Yes, dude. And it was interesting. I was talking to a couple car guys, and this last car event, there was some crossover. I was trying to keep it just GTRs. It was a 10-year goal. I achieved that almost 3 years ago now. And so this is the fourth one. We got into some other groups. Stuff got out. Now we have Corvettes and we have some other cars, Audi R8.
It was a big showing.
It was a pretty big showing. Very grateful. Thanks to you for anyone that showed up. And so, and I was talking with the guys, and there's these, I'm not going to say any groups, don't any politics here, but there's some car groups that are like trying to single people out. And I feel like once you single someone out and you don't want to be open to all people, it doesn't matter if it's druggies or if it's younger or older or a classification of money or car type or whatever. There's just something to learn from everybody. And I've literally lost business opportunities because I was looked at as some type of way, but I'm unapologetically me. You know what I'm saying? And then like, you know, people were like, didn't show up. I had one guy that didn't show up. He has a Ferrari. I'm not going any deeper than that, but he didn't want to crash the party. Well, guess what? He found out the party was lit, and he was then felt left out. FOMO. He's like, dang, I should have went. Yeah, you should have went. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I like to make everyone feel the same. I don't care who you are, how much money you have. I just want to, with open arms, give you a hug, come on in, get some food, enjoy yourself. It's all love, right?
Yeah.
This is how I operate. And people felt that.
I think that's how most people do operate. I think if you go into the social media, it's quite the opposite. Like,
yeah.
It's really hard to have that human connection.
Popularity content there. Everyone's trying to be popular.
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, have more conversations like this.
Oh, that's why I do this. Because it's like, how often, when's the last time you had a 2-hour conversation with someone? You know what I'm saying? Outside of you in the sauna, almost.
I mean, last night I was on a podcast for an hour or so.
There you go. Okay.
So,
yeah. So, and I feel like if we were to slow down and just get back to grassroots, I think that there's so much to be said with that. I think social media has a place. You know, it's a tool. Was it Grant Cardone says something like, you know, you either use it or used by it. I like to be omnipresent. I like to be on it. Like, no one's business. But then also, you know, have a conversation like this and just go deeper and just be able to have community. Because I feel like majority of the actual magic is when you have conversations like this on so many forefronts.
And the cool thing about like seeing people online or in person, you get to know them and you can kind of judge where you want to emulate them.
Yeah.
Or completely do the opposite.
Yeah.
There's people that you want to be like, and there's people that you don't want to be like. And that's okay. Like, that's one of the things I learned this last year in 2025.
Yeah.
Was the phrase, and that's okay.
Yes.
Alex Hormozy talks about it all the time. He's my doppelganger.
He's awesome.
With the long hair and the beard.
Yep.
I don't have the biceps quite yet, but
hey guys.
He talks about it all the
protein.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need more protein.
Yeah.
But like what he talks about is like, and that's okay. Like, okay, I don't like how your marriage is like,
Mm-hmm.
and that's okay. I'm gonna be my marriage.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna emulate this person because I really respect this person in their marriage.
Yep.
I'm gonna really respect Norm's, health, like his marketing strategy, like his
Mm-hmm.
like what's it, genuineness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like you are who you are, unapologetically you.
Amen.
And like people gravitate towards you
Mm-hmm.
with positivity.
Mm-hmm.
Like you always have a smile on your face.
No, me? No way.
Yeah, you do. I have an RBF, but
Oh.
I'm a pretty happy guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just look mean.
You're kind of undercover,
Yeah,
and then you're gentle giant over here.
yeah.
I like it.
But I do have an RBF. I'm fully aware. My wife tells me, "Hey, you look scary," and then you open your mouth.
It's all good though. I mean, that's
I'm
just
just a goofball.
yeah, that's you though, and then they see you here on the show and they're like, "Oh, that's who he is and what he's about and everything else."
Yeah. And don't take yourself too seriously. Like I think people see one side of you online,
Mm-hmm.
right? And like I'll post a selfie at the gym. Like,
Mm-hmm.
guys, don't worry, I don't take myself too seriously.
I love it.
Like it's okay.
Yeah.
Half the time I'm posting with a tongue-in-cheek type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like it. I like it. And a lot of the stuff that you put out there too is positive and inspirational and doing the run, 75 hard. It was the one that I saw you. Oh yeah, you had like a drone following you.
Oh yeah.
And it was like going around you and it like hit the tree or something.
Yeah, dude.
You're like, oh shit, hit the tree. You just rolled with it, still
I'm like,
posted it.
yeah. I was like, that's funny. I'm gonna just post that
Yeah.
portion because I didn't know if it was gonna hit the bush, and I'm like, that's exactly my face when I hear somebody talking about finance.
Dude,
Huh?
I love it. You know what's crazy with social media too? It's like the stuff that you would think wouldn't like actually do anything or go anywhere or whatever does. I literally like, and it's crazy to say this, but just the past week, because of the GTR event, I've been posting just organic stuff I put on my stories,
Hmm.
right? And then the stuff that you put on your stories, if you actually post that, people like that. It was just like one video, 30,000 views of just joking and having fun about a hood and the guy's gonna have an IOU situation and also cars. I mean, I don't know why people gravitate me for cars for. No.
Yeah. They
Not a
wouldn't
car
be
guy at
coming
all.
to me
Yeah,
for
yeah.
cars at
No,
all.
no,
Not
probably
me.
not. I could imagine guns, 75 hard,
75 hard, gym,
yeah, for sure.
finance.
Finance. But yeah, it's like y'all out there just freaking post just the funny stuff, the stuff that you like you got on your camera because it was funny because something happened with your wife, your kids, or whatever, and then you just like keep it saved away, but you share those little moments and people like love that stuff. So genuine and just organic.
Yeah. A couple of weeks ago, you mentioned the drone.
Yeah.
I had just got the drone. It was like 5 days in it. This drone follows me while I run a mountain.
Is it DJI? Which one is it?
It's hover
Hover.
air.
Interesting. Okay, you like it?
It's done great, man.
Cool.
I freaking love it.
Yeah.
Got a good deal. Got like half off. It was like $350.
No. Wow. Okay.
It was not bad.
That's not bad.
Good quality, but like I had just turned it off and put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
And I was running downhill and I sprained my ankle real bad. I was
Ugh.
like, man, that would have been a funny blooper. Like just
Dang.
like I was acting all nice and cool, getting this video done, and then can't run for 3 days because I was stupid and rolled my ankle going downhill a little too fast.
Dang. How long ago was this?
It was about a month ago. No, probably 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Obviously good now.
Yeah, totally fine.
Yeah, for sure. I was talking to Joe. He goes to the gym and he doesn't talk to anyone very much. He's a big freaking gorilla-looking dude,
Yeah.
Italian guy. He's 2 doors down or 3 doors down.
Really?
He lives. Yeah, he's just our neighbor. And then Ashley. She doesn't really come here anymore. She actually just called me about the deal I was telling you about on another mobile. But
They're a couple, right?
yeah,
Are they dating or
they're married.
married?
Yeah, married. Been married for 3-4 years. She's mortgage. He's he's mortgage. She's real estate.
Yeah, I know who that is.
And he was talking about he just freaking wrecked this morning. He just said he wrecked his back. He was doing calf raises, man, and he's just like, I heard the crack. So it sucks when that happens when you're a gym person. And you're like, you're like trying to like not go to the gym, but you like want to so bad, but it hurts.
Oh, dude, I'm like I just ran it off. I still had like 3/4 of a mile
Yeah.
and a good mountain to climb before
Yeah.
getting back to the car. So I was like,
Dang.
just run it off.
Wrap it up. Keep it moving.
Yep. Sucks
Wow.
to suck.
Yeah, it does suck to suck. So tell me, like, so you're on this mission, you're 10 years in, financial literacy, serving, supporting multiple states, team of 24. Like, what's the goal? Like what would you like to see, when you look down at 20 to 30 years down the line of doing this? Like, families you want to serve? Is there a goal? Is there a team you want to build? Like, what does it look like? I'm curious.
Yeah, that's, 10, 20 years down the road. Like, the reason why I got into this business was number one, helping families. But then number two is to have the time freedom.
Yeah.
Like, the first thing I talk to people about when I sit down with them is I ask them one question: what's the American dream? And I let them elaborate, and then I've heard it 10,000 plus times, and I say, okay, yeah, I understand that. Like, they usually say something about like being able to do whatever they want, whenever they want. Yeah, I think the American dream is having all the money and the money freedom and time freedom. Because when you're young, you have all this time, but you have no money, usually. And then it sometimes switches. You're older, you have less time. You've given your time to a job, and you have less time, but you're making more money. So it switches, but I want to be that dad that's at every practice, that could be the coach.
I love that.
I want to be able to do the things that like have the time and make a lot of money.
I love that. I love that.
So whatever that looks like, and still help thousands of families every year. Like, that's cool.
That's really cool. So what do you think? Because right now I know hustle, grind, your kids are obviously still pretty young. So what's your time frame? You're thinking another good 2, 3, 4 years before you'll be able to, or you could do it now as far as like when they start doing sport activities, what have you, for you to be able to like, have that, I guess you could say, balance, if that's even a thing.
I believe it should be by the end of this year. We should be good.
Wow. Dude, congratulations.
Thanks, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the goal, to finish it off this year, putting some things in place this month and the next couple, like 6 months. And things should look completely different by then.
Wow.
By the end of the year.
Wow, congratulations. It's awesome. It's interesting. I look at it when you like your vibe creates your tribe. And when you see things, this is kind of how I like to look at how like life happens for you for a reason. You'll see certain things, and I feel like, success leaves clues, and so does like God. And you'll be around someone, or you'll see something, and like I'll give you a quick story. So day after the GTR event, and I'm like, all right, brother's still in town. My mom, so my brother's 14. My mom's in town, and my nephew is 6 months younger than my daughter, and they're in California. So I'm like, all right, honey, I'm gonna go out, do the car thing. Oh, another car thing. And so it's just a car show I was invited to, whatever. It was in Scottsdale. So I go, and I'm the only GTR, and this blue GTR pulls up, 2024. Guy rolls down the window, and he's just like, oh, whose car? Like, oh, it's my car. He's like, what's up, man? We just had GTR event, blah, blah, blah. Automatically connecting.
Oh, for sure.
Guy behind me, he's like, hey, dude, you do know like he owns like this whole complex. And that car is 1 out of 100, and it's like $350,000. It's like the last built GTR Skyline. And apparently, now I'm talking to him, talking to his wife. She got it. It took him like 2 years to get the car. Got it for his birthday. Lo and behold, he's a custom home builder. He retired like 3 years ago. He has the fastest GTR in the world.
That's insane, man.
6,000 horsepower, 0 to 60 in like 5 seconds. And we hit it off, right? I'm gonna get him on the show. Stay tuned for that. And then he comes back around. He's like, oh, so you do marketing, blah, blah, blah. So now we're talking potential business and what have you. But it just made me think to myself, like, wow, I'm on the right track. Like meeting someone like that, like I like this, the quote of like, we're here to serve those who we once were. And so it was just kind of like that blessing. And so hearing that from you makes me feel like I'm on the right track. You know what I'm saying? Even though we're on 2 different life paths, like hearing that, because like that's also what I want. I want to have more freedom to be able to do what I want, when I want, how I want, and just be able to enjoy the family, be able to explore, be able to do more things with, experiences, and so congratulations, dude. That's
Thanks. It's not there yet. So
yeah, I
there's
know.
still a lot of work, and like I'm still gonna work.
Of course.
Like right now, life revolves around work,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna spin it around to where
That's awesome.
life well, it's the opposite. Work, whatever that is.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
like that's the hope. But it just takes time, right?
Yeah.
I'm like some people, like I would look at in the financial world,
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, this guy did it a little quicker than I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like he
Whatever.
had his own thing, but he's gone now. Where'd he go?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he dropped off. He stopped working. Right?
Mm.
It's really, really hard to be the number one person.
Yeah.
It's almost better to be the second person
That's true.
because you're always
less
chasing
pressure.
someone. And so if you're thinking like that's one of my mentalities in just life in general.
Mm.
There's a version of me
Mm-hmm.
that's better than who I am today, and that's the person I'm chasing.
Me too.
I'm never going to achieve that person, but I'm gonna freaking race really hard and try and get to that person as quickly as possible.
Amen.
But that person's gonna be a couple steps ahead of me all the time.
I love that. That's a really good analogy, and definitely something to think about for everyone out there, because I don't think enough people do the self-evaluation game. I don't think enough people really ask themselves who they are, like you said earlier in the show, and then who do you want to become? And like there's like the 1% better every day, right? And I think that there's a sense of responsibility from our perspective, hence why we're doing this right now, to lead with example for our viewers and listeners here, and just anyone we come in contact with, to maybe challenge themselves. Who are you becoming? Who is your future self?
Yeah, just go win your day.
Yes.
It's very simple. Make a list of things that you want to get accomplished that'll move the ball forward for you, and do them.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you did you get the Operator Standard app with Andy Frisella?
No.
So I paid a pretty penny to get into this app for Andy Frisella's Operator Standard, but it's an AI, and it tells you what you should do. Like I've put my goals in there, and it's like having an Andy Frisella in my pocket at all times.
Wow.
And so I just talk to him. Okay, these are the 5 tasks I need to do today to improve my business, and I throw it in there. It says, this is well aligned to your goal. Like, do it. Or this one's not. You should probably reevaluate and change that so you can get to your goal faster.
Interesting.
And sometimes it's 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, and I have 5 bubbles left to pop because there's only 5, and I haven't done all the things I need to for the day. And I have a couple hours before the end of the day to get it all done.
Wow.
And it's just be disciplined and get that done every day. True
winner, true discipline on a whole nother level. Good for you, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I think that and then it reminds me of Rob Dyrdek. And Rob Dyrdek, I do too. And
he's a smart guy, dude. He's not just a funny dude.
He's a genius. And his whole Ferrari collection and the house that he's building. And then he now just launched his AI app that's all about tracking and how you track every single thing in your life, so then that you can quantify where you're at and what's going on. Because, I mean, I'm just going to go down the rabbit hole here. I mean, if you look at the AI, you look at technology, it's just a reflecting upon us who've created it. So, like, if you could be dialed in where you're tracking everything like vitals with a ring, or your calories with MyFitnessPal, or the app that you're talking about, all you're doing is optimizing.
Yeah.
That's it. You're just optimizing your existence to then be at the highest level of performance you could possibly imagine.
Yeah, and it just takes a couple small things,
yeah.
Right? Just like in finance, it's just a couple small things that you have to rearrange, just change a little bit, and it could mean a whole difference in your life. Calories wise, like, 500 calories is about, a pound, right? And so if you want to lose a pound, drop your calories 500 calories.
Yeah.
Right? And do that long enough, and you're going to lose a pound, and it's going to stay off. Maybe
Yes.
it's a couple things different every day.
Yes. And I think so many people out there who's viewing and listening just don't understand that like it can be as simple as that. You don't have to overcomplicate it. You don't need to hire a coach. You don't need to get crazy with it. We all have ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And if you just tell ChatGPT what you want to accomplish, what you want to do, it'll give you a workout plan, it'll give you a meal plan. It could do everything for you. Like literally, like this new group that I want to start, I just went into ChatGPT. I told exactly what I want to do, and it spit out even images and everything.
Yep.
School set up just right now. People send me direct messages. I want in. Done. It didn't need to be rocket science. I didn't have to work really hard at it. I just wanted to keep it simple and utilize what we have at our fingertips, but people make it so complicated. I think self-sabotage is what it is.
Oh yeah, for sure. A thing that I'm really aware of is will people need a financial advisor with AI?
Yeah.
What I do is I'll create the plan and then throw it into AI because if I think that I'm going to make one for you, right? What if am I lying to you? What if you throw it into AI? What if AI tells you that my plan sucks and it's because I want to get rich off of you, right? And so I have a duty, fiduciary responsibility to do the right thing 100% of the time. And I'm quite aware that AI is available to everybody else.
Oh, of course.
And so, I mean, if I were in their shoes, I'd look to make sure that my financial plan was all set up correctly using AI.
So this is, and this is one reason why I started this show. This is a philosophical, really deep conversation that I'm going to kind of coach us into. I look at it like this. AI isn't going to replace you because you are the catalyst to awaken those that aren't seeing clearly. So you get to help them see clearly from the perspective of what they don't know because the powers of be has failed them because they want them to be illiterate. So you keep going to your job and you're succumbing to debt. So then you just live this life of being controlled and you are here to say, no, take back control. This is how it works. This is what you could do. So you're almost like a way show. Like you're like showing them the way and you're that catalyst to really open up their mind.
Yeah, I think AI, I think we're getting into a day and age where there's going to be too much information.
Yeah.
Right? And it's going to be very hard to dissect.
Overload
of information because everybody's situation is a little bit different. And AI is going to be, like I've taught my AIs, I've thrown in the book that you referenced earlier.
Oh, really?
Like, hey, I want you to read this book and then tell me all about it. And so it's trained on all the money books, Psychology of Money, Millionaire Next Door, you name it. Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins. Great book, by the way.
Love it. Read it. Yep.
But those books are in my ChatGPT already. So I've trained it
to
know that. And anytime I ask it any information, I know who I respect and enjoy their advice. And so I'll take advice from them through ChatGPT because I've already uploaded that information in there.
Yeah, dude, that's super smart. And that's where I feel like as soon as you start tracking and you get to a certain level and then you can go deeper down this rabbit hole, it is freaking fun, dude.
It is fun.
It is so fun.
But the difference between like anybody using AI to do their own finances is like you're not going to get somebody that's going to teach you according to your specific situation.
Yeah.
And that's the uniqueness of every person and every family, every financial situation. You're only going to get concepts like in college. When I was in college, like you get the theories in AI. They're not going to tell you everything you should know.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting because they're talking about how AI is going from ask response to now the next step is going to be AI actually doing. Right. That's like I forgot what it was called, AI something. And so it's like actually going out, doing the investment, filing for your LLC, like all this stuff, which is going to be very interesting when that does happen. But I do think that there's a level of people that are going to take advantage of it that are proactive, like you and I, we're proactive. We're making steps like this show to help people with literacy and just get our message out there and be of service. And so it's going to be interesting how that shift happens. But I think we're already there with too much information overload. I mean, there's so many YouTube channels and social media channels, and you're like,
AI, you're like, what?
yeah. And you're like, and then now it's like, you literally can just think it. And then I was like thinking something, or I said something, I don't freaking know. But I'm getting like the algorithms showing me like, you want to be a part of this investment group, that investment group. Now I'm on this WhatsApp and I'm getting these messages. And like, I like to just be observant of it all. I'll kind of just observe a little bit, and I'll just like get in and be like, all right, is this bullshit? Are these real people? What's going on? And then I'll just like see my way out if I don't see any type of value. But it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we've done something with it to where we have a website. It's called Shop Your Term.
Okay.
So Shop Your Term / Matt Taylor.
Okay.
But literally for life insurance, like we can't do it for financial advising. A lot of laws against it. But for term life insurance, we've built a website where it's AI powered. You throw your policy in there, and it goes shop the marketplace. 250 different insurance companies.
Wow.
It's the first of its kind.
Wow.
It utilizes AI, and it gets the quote, and it shows you, oh yeah, you could save $50 a month. Okay, let's switch plans.
Interesting.
Done. You email me, I fill out the paperwork. Oh, my assistant fills out the paperwork, and then it's all done. You don't even have to talk to me.
Interesting. It's making me want to go try that out right now. No, I mean,
awesome.
My term's pretty cheap, but
AI is just gonna be the tip of this. You want to learn how to utilize it.
Yeah, 100%. How does it make you more efficient to be able to do more things, so then you could be able to be in more places? I think is the thing. I mean, our goal with Liftoff Agent is just 1%, top 1%. And it sucks when you don't meet that top 1%, and they're like, we're going to go into your competitor. Like, okay, fine. Heard that one today. 15,000 agents. That's the goal. 15,000 agents across the country. We're almost at 517 states now.
That's awesome.
And thank you. And then 100 staff members. I'm hiring probably 80-20. 80% will be in the Philippines, and then 20% will be in the States. My partner currently, who owns 50% of the business, is up in Oregon.
Okay.
And so I'm like, how can we, if you take 100 divided by 15,000 is 150 clients per, say, person. My goal is to utilize AI to facilitate help the customer maximize the service offer. And then if I only have 100 employees and 15,000 clients on the average reoccurring revenue of 900 a month, that's 13 million a month, 166 million a year, and then sell for 3x multiple at $300 million is my goal in the next 8 years. So $300 million done, checkmate. Done. And I'm working on something else right now that's going to be even bigger than that. I believe of this community thing. And it's not even a money grab play. It's just like you pay to play. So there has to be some type of skin in the game. So that's where I feel like AI, I'm super excited from that perspective. And my team right now, we built a whole entire back-end system where when you own a tech marketing company, there's lots of different systems. You have Monday.com and all these things, right? And so my partner, he hates coding. So he's used AI to do the coding. He used to work at Google. He's the brains behind the scenes. I'm just front end man. I'm just sales. I'm just getting on stage. He's the real partner here.
You're the looks.
I'm the looks. Yeah. He don't care about video. None of that stuff. None of that stuff.
That's important, man.
Yeah. Yin and yang, right? And so he built it all. He built a checkout system, proposal system. He has everything set up to manage now, like the listing post, the video to blog post, getting into video editing. It's crazy. So that way it's like our team can just be more efficient, and it saves an organization or entity like our company so much, where it's just like the people are just there to just cross the T's, dot the I's, and make sure things are working properly. Yeah. And then human to human connection. And then the work is done by the AI.
That's legit.
It's freaking crazy, dude.
It's crazy how this all works now.
It is. And
the people that aren't using AI right now, they're falling behind.
Oh, big time. Big time. And it's, and no FOMO here. It's okay. You still got time. I don't want anyone out there to get because, sometimes you can get so, fearful of the fact, like, I'm so behind, what now? But I think that it's never too late, and just get started now.
But isn't that the advice for everything, though?
Yeah.
Like, get started for your health. Like, the reason why I got started in finance was I want my family to be successful financially. That was the first thing.
Dude, generational wealth is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's the goal. And then with 75 hard and all my fitness stuff. The goal is to live long for my kids and my wife.
Yeah.
Like everything I do is to help my family.
I love it.
Like that's the goal. Like I just want to be useful.
I love it. Yeah, I'm right there with you. And I think that anyone who's listening out there, once you have a vision board, I have my whiteboard up there or clear board, and I have a couple of vision boards, the sales department and my personal vision. Once you get clear about what you want, it all suddenly like the Lord gives you all this additional energy. Once you're clear, and then you start serving others, like you said earlier, you love just like seeing people win. Like that adds more fuel to your fire. You feel even more alive when you're around other people that are winning. Like a conversation you have with someone, you step away and you feel like energized with Jeremy. You've all had conversations out there. You're like, oh my God, I'm drained.
Yeah, please get me away.
Please get me away.
I have a funny saying like, yeah, God told us to love everybody, but I can love people from the distance. Right?
One of these, 100%. And it's no diss to anyone else. It just, I think people sometimes are just stuck in their ways to a point where it's like that crab analogy. They just want to bring you down. And it's not even on purpose. It's they're bringing themselves down. And then by default, they're bringing you down and they don't even know it. They're like totally so blinders. It's like, hello.
It's so sad, man. I think
sad.
Yeah, so many people are just blinded and like society, and it's almost like putting the tinfoil hat on. It's almost like it's meant like that's what societies want you to do. Like they don't want you fit. They want you fat, right? They don't want you financially free. They want you in debt.
Yes.
Like everything that you want in life, society wants the complete opposite.
Mm-hmm.
And so it takes a little bit more effort to get out of that hole because everybody starts in a hole here.
We do. It's unfortunate to say, but we do.
And that's why it's so important for like that community you were talking about,
mm-hmm.
right? Because you want to have people on your side to help you up.
Yeah.
Like last year, picking a good mentor,
mm-hmm.
like 2-3 people that I've picked as mentors in my financial business. One runs a team or an agency of 700 financial advisors.
Wow.
Like, I think they know a thing or two.
Yeah.
And the other guy is probably maybe 300 or 400.
Wow.
And so, like, they know a lot.
Yeah.
And they've made millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And it just comes in residually
mm-hmm.
at this point. And so, we had a frank conversation last year, and they told me certain things to do.
Mm-hmm.
And literally within minutes of ending that call, I was already acting.
I love that.
And I think when you are trying to do something positive for your life,
mm-hmm.
and you're asking somebody, like somebody you respect, a mentor,
mm-hmm.
you need to move at the speed of instruction.
Mm.
If not, it just goes like that. That's why I have a problem with how some people use podcasts and
mm-hmm.
books, because they don't act.
Mm.
Right? If you're listening to this and you don't act on anything that you feel in your heart that you should do differently, it's just a waste of your time.
Amen.
Like you're here for a reason. God made you for a reason. There are things that you need to change in your life. Act on it. You're going to be a happier person. So if there's something that you've felt, whether you need to get right with God, you need to be better with your fitness, you need to be better with your diet, you need to get your finances order, or maybe you need a little bit more fun. Like
that's a big one.
Yeah. Like that's okay to have fun.
Yeah.
Go have fun. Like make that change.
Dude,
immediately.
I love that. And I'm going to give everyone a life hack here. Because you said coaches, mentors, figure them out, you have 3 for your industry and what you're doing. It's like, hey, write your goals down, what you want. And then you could take your goals, what you want, get ChatGPT, go to ChatGPT and give it this prompt. ChatGPT, you could say it, can't say it, good day, whatever, it would be nice to AI. Here's my goals, right? And copy paste, whatever. Here's my goals. This is what I want to achieve. What mentors are in line with what I want to achieve in my life? Boom, it'll tell you this person, this person, this person, and then you could follow them on social media. They got a book, download it, Audible, listen to it, buy it, hard copy, listen, and whatever, read same time. And then they have seminars or events, go to them. And then before you know it, y'all could be freaking on a podcast.
Yeah. It's pretty simple, man. Like,
Yeah.
like there's a few people I've listened to a lot of podcasts, a lot of books. There's only a few people that I really respect in that influencer category. Like a couple years back, I think it was 2019, I met Jesse Itzler.
Yep.
He's the co-owner of the Atlanta Hawks. His wife owns Spanx, worth billions of dollars. Dude dresses like like a really rich, like down to earth dude. Like you wouldn't know he was rich.
Yeah.
Like he's just in jeans.
Yep.
I think he had like a headband, like a sweatband he was
Okay.
wearing.
Yeah.
And he was just in a t-shirt. And he
Chill.
and like super chill. He was one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Wow.
And like you see him on YouTube, he's the same person.
I believe it.
And like you look at his life and how he has what's called a misogi every year. You pick one big thing that you want to accomplish every year. It's a Japanese word, misogi.
Interesting. I like that.
And you do that. And he does that every year. But like his kids are really good kids for being like rich, wealthy people.
Yeah.
Him and his wife are completely opposite people.
Wow.
And they get along great. And it's fun to see that. And you just pick, like what you said, pick the people that you resonate with the most.
Yeah.
And stick with them.
I love that. And, you know, that's great that you said that, because sometimes there is a stigma about rich people and who they are and what they do and how they get back, and if they don't get back, and how they can be greedy and all these type of things. And from my experience, the most successful rich people are the most humblest, nicest, gracious, open people. Like they're just living a dream. They're living literally their dream. And so many people out there that are probably watching this show they're not even living their dream. They're living someone else's dream, working the 9 to 5, sitting in traffic, getting in debt, have no financial literacy. And it's like, y'all can wake up and go live your own dream.
Yeah, you know that. You know you can wake up. You're sleeping right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts.
So many people are sleeping. It almost reminds me of The Matrix, when it's just like, what pill do you want? And he unplugs and he's like literally comes out of the freaking cocoon, and it's just like he was totally asleep and didn't even know there was this alternate reality. And it's so true. And it's like an alternate reality. Like I'm not even the same person like I was just 5 years ago. Completely different.
Same. If you were, that's a problem. Like I see people online from Facebook, like from high school.
Yeah.
And they're the same person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's sad.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Yes.
But I wish you could wake up and really see the potential in yourself that I see, because you are amazing. Like people that I meet with that don't end up becoming clients and they don't save money. I've had dozens of them. It's been 10 years, right? And I look and I see them still struggling financially. I'm like, I'm not God. I'm not like I know they call me Money Jesus, but like I don't work miracles. You do have to work.
Yeah.
But if you don't put in the work, you're going to stay the same person and you're going to have a sad, miserable life. You're going to either suffer with money or suffer without money.
Yep.
I'd rather suffer with money.
I'm right there with you. And it's like that saying, you could bring the horse to water, but you can't force him to drink the water.
But you can salt the oats.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. That's so true. Entice them to eat it.
Yeah, makes them thirsty.
Oh, I like that. Hungry and thirsty. No, it's so true, man. It's so true. And it's a pleasure to be able to connect with you outside of just the gym. I know that there's similar alignment.
Oh, for sure.
Because I think the catalyst for me is like Jeremy, who's in between both of us. And so, you know, I know that he has lots of talks with you. He has lots of talks with me. And then we got to talk here and there a little bit. And typically I go to the gym to get it done. I'm there on a mission. You know what I'm saying?
You know how I am. I've got the RBF.
Yeah, you too. You're just like
an angry dude.
Yeah,
especially with the military vest on that I wear.
I love it, man. I love it. But no, I appreciate you coming out and
I appreciate you, man.
going down this journey with all of us, and and going through this process. And I think that if there's an easy way to have someone like get some financial literacy and like maybe get a little more confidence to like hire someone like you, I think this was it.
Appreciate it, man.
I think it's a good way just to get people to be like, huh, okay, cool. I like that.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be scary. I think once you dive in, shoot me a DM. I'll email you or I'll mail you a free book.
Ooh.
So might as well hit me up on that. I've got dozens and dozens of free books that I can give you that starts you off on that financial literacy journey.
Fire, dude.
Thank you for watching today's episode of the Liftoff Experience, as it is our intention to be able to help you have more liftoff in your life, personally, professionally, and spiritually. That's why we bring on amazing individuals and amazing episodes to be able to help you do as such. New episodes come out every single Saturday. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment below with one thing that you took away from the episode. And if you have a compelling story that you wish to share and you want to come to Phoenix, Arizona, Gilbert, Arizona specifically, to our recording studio, we'd love to have you on an episode. And a big thank you to Liftoff Agent, who does the thumbnail, writes the copy, does all the content for our show behind the scenes. That's all I do is find guests, point and shoot, and have a good time. So thanks so much to Liftoff Agent team. Thank you so much for staying to the end of the episode, and just do us a favor and like, subscribe, give us your feedback so we can get this out to more individuals. And of course, you can share this with someone else that you think that should see it, because at the end of the day, we all have to help each other and serve each other to have more liftoff. And now, our YouTube channel, you can go ahead and see all of our other videos. If you're listening to this, just go to the Liftoff Experience on YouTube. And if you're watching this, then you can see on the screen that we have lots of episodes that you can take a look at and you can watch today to be able to go deeper with different subject matters to help you have more liftoff in your life. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. God bless. We'll see you all on the next one.